Hi everybody, my name is Ivy. I'm going to be helping you with the hair and makeup for this show. In this video I'm going to talk about basic theater makeup, what it means step by step, and tricks to help you find your shade, and also talk about the different options when it comes to theater makeup. So when it comes to basic theater makeup, the point of it is to, one, make it last through the show. We want to make sure that you're not sweating it off. And two, it's to make sure to give your face dimension when you're on stage. So that way, when the lights are shining on you, you're not just one color. You want to make sure you look like you have dimension like you would in normal lighting and in life, you know. So with basic theater makeup, you have two choices. You can either order a basic theater makeup kit. I put one in the doc. It's from Ben Nye. It's going to have everything that you need regarding basic theater makeup, all the cream colors that you'll need, powders, everything like that. If you're worried about shipping costs or timing regarding when it may arrive, I also put in the doc different recommendations of different products you can get from either like Walmart or Ulta if you want to get them and make sure you have them on time. So when it comes to basic theater makeup, the first step is foundation. And of course, number one rule, you want to make sure you get your shade. And there are a couple tricks that you can do to make sure that you get your shade. I want you to take a look at your veins. If you have green veins, you probably have more of a neutral undertone. So that means you're not really more on the cool side or the warm side. You can kind of get away with either. So when you're looking for foundations, you want to look for keywords like neutral and things like that. If you have more blue veins, you're probably on the cooler side. So you may have more of like a pinkier undertone. So you want to look for foundations with cool or pink as keywords. And then same with warm. If you have purple veins, you probably have more warmer undertones, so more yellowy golden. So you want to make sure to look for foundations of that sort of with those keywords. Another thing is making sure you're in the right shade range. Obviously foundations go from light to dark, so you want to make sure with your best judgment if you're light, medium, or dark. Another way to find your undertone is if you wear silver jewelry, you have cooler undertone. If you wear gold jewelry, you have probably more warm undertone. If you can get away with wearing either, then you probably have a neutral undertone. A lot of it's trial and error. You just have to make your best guess. If you go to Ulta, you can probably get help shade matching. I worked at Ulta for 2 years, so I know how to shade color match people like the back of my hand. So of course I can help you if needed and things like that. So making sure you have the right foundation shade and also applying it with either foundation, sponge, brush. I will have brushes, I'll have sponges if needed. But like triangle wedges, I think the Ben Nye kit comes with a foundation triangle sponge, so you can always use that. Next step is powder. Loose powder is going to be your best friend. It's going to make the foundation last so much longer. You're not going to sweat it off. That's the whole point of the powder, is to make sure it lasts. Sorry, that car was really loud. So the Ben Nye kit comes with a loose powder. It also comes with a powder puff, so you want to make sure you put that all over your face. If you decide to go to Walmart or Ulta, picking up a powder brush, or you can also use one of those triangle sponges for powder as well. To make sure it sets. Again, normally with powders, it comes in ranges, light, medium, dark. The shade ranges for powders is not as big as they would be with foundations. A lot of them are translucent, so a lot of them are just see-through powder, and you can just put them on any color. But I will have anything in case you didn't get the right color or anything. I will have backups, of course. So next thing is blush. There is a cream blush color, pinkier color in that Ben Nye kit that you can use for blush, and you can use a triangle sponge to apply it. You want to make sure to focus it on your cheeks, just to bring some color back in your face. So again, you're not washed out when you're on stage. If you decide to get a liquid blush from Walmart or Ulta, check the opacity and make sure it's not completely sheer or completely super pigmented. We obviously don't want to go into clown territory, but we also want to make sure it shows up. And you can use a sponge or a brush to apply that. And then the last step is eyebrows. With eyebrows, you can go a couple different avenues. In that Ben Nye kit, there's a brown color that you can use, and if your brows are on the blonder side, you can mix. There's a sort of skin tone color that you can mix in to get your brow color. I always recommend just buying a separate brow pencil, because I don't think the Ben Nye kit comes with one. That's going to be a lot easier. You want to make sure you get your eyebrow color Elf has a great one for $4, and they have a pretty good shade range when it comes to eyebrow colors, so making sure you get the right color. And with eyebrows, you want to make sure you go with the natural shape. You don't want to overdraw, you don't want to underdraw, because we don't want to look blocky, but we again want to enhance the feature of your eyebrows. So a pencil is probably the best way to go. If you don't want to buy one, you can always mix that brown and cream color in the Ben Nye kit and kind of get close to your shade and everything. So that's pretty much basic makeup tips when it comes to theater and basic theater makeup. I will have a lot of the supplies too, so you can always, if you have any questions, you can always text me, email me. If I'm there, you can always ask me. I will have backups for everything as we go, and I will help you through this whole thing. Again, if you have any questions, just let me know, and we're gonna have an awesome show, and you're all gonna look beautiful and amazing and perfect, and we're gonna have a great time. Okay, goodbye.